environments. Gliding around them, just the very the nature of your traversing these environments, I think has a lot to do with the joy and entertainment of Spyro. You know, a lot of other games, actually all the games I've just mentioned, Crash Bandicoot, Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie does have a little bit of a gliding function, but it's more like just a slow fall. Here, this gliding is really akin to fly, you know? And being able to zoom around these levels and fly and explore is some fun. It's just amazing.
You've done well, Spyro. Some dragons thought you weren't ready, but I knew they were wrong.
I'm ready, all right. Ready for what?
I'm very curious as to, you know, what, like, how dragon social culture works, I guess? Like, how is it that all these dragons from these different worlds know Spyro? Like, is he just, like, really popular? Is he get invited to all dragon parties? Like, imagine if everyone in your country was turned to crystal, right? And you could run around and just by touching their little crystal base, or whatever, would every single one of them know you and be like, "Oh, Jared, thank you for releasing me," you know? I guess that's one of those elements that we're not supposed to think too hard about. What do we have here? We got a platform with 3 extra life chests on it. That's interesting. Look at that. Make sure I haven't missed anything over here.
Thank you for releasing me.
I like how the old dragons, they even act old, you know, they kind of are hunched over and their hands kind of shake, you know. I do know how to get to those that island with the 3 chests on it, but I'm not going to do it because we already got our treasure, we got our dragons, we got everything we came here for. It actually has to do with from the very beginning of the level. You can glide over there and get to it. All right, so that's almost everything. We still have to do the Speedway realm for this level, or for this world, and we also have the boss level. Let's go take out. Let's go ahead and knock out that Speedway realm, right? Those are my least favorite because it's counter to everything else that I really enjoy about the Spyro series I've already been talking about. This sense of freedom and openness and not racing against the clock. But they're fun in their own right. Night Flight. Interesting background. You can see there's these giant crystal structures off in the distance. Now, really, these flight levels are all about just making sure that you do things in the right order. So here we have the order pretty well laid out for us. It kind of starts you off. There's not really anything else you can do but go to the rings to begin with. Oh no, I landed. Now I'm going to try to show you something just to illustrate again the amount of detail that the developers work into in this level. You'll see it when I go down to that arch. When we get close to the water, you can see there's a little stream that forms underneath. Isn't that great? Alright. Almost there. Stay on target. We got 10 seconds, unfortunately. Now I have these lights we have to light up. Okay, where's the rest? Oh, there's one. I think I've wasted too much time already, though. Oh, no! Didn't quite make it. Alright, the lights were the last one. I just kind of freaked out there about which way I needed to go for that. I think we'll get it this time. Oh, I think I kind of already did moved. I thought that was a sign saying I needed to go to the right, but really that's for later, I think. Okay. Now I could try doing the lights before the chests, but it seems like the chests are really right here in front of me. Let's see what we can do these chests first. Fortunately, Okay. So yeah, that was significantly less stressful than Sunny Flight, mostly just due to the fact that we didn't have any moving targets. I think that some of the flights in the later levels, we do see more moving targets. Now again, I feel like I need to point out every bit of unique detail they put in this world, but this is one of them, right? See what happens when Spyro gets near a ledge? He actually kind of hunches up and he looks over the ledge there, right? It's so cool. Alright, let's go see Dr. Shemp, huh? It's a boss level, so we have a suitably ominous background. You can see this is actually, there's an eclipse here going on. There's an eclipse, there's this fiery landscape. Love how colorful this game is. I think that color is something that we're starting to find and appreciate. Like I would almost use the term rediscover in games. You know, back during the what was it, the 7th console generation. You know, when we saw the 360 and the PS3, there was all the jokes about, you know, next gen brown, right? Because all the environments had to be photorealistic, really muted color tones. And so we saw lots of really uncolorful environments. And I think that there's been a large kind of reaction against that, and we started seeing games move back in the direction of you know, color and vibrance. You know, it makes me really happy that games like Wildstar are still being made, even though cartoony action platformers, or I would call it cartoony platformers, are kind of gone by the wayside. We still have bright, fun, colorful games. Not everything has to be photorealistic. It's interesting now that we see these big Sumamas here. We found in Cliff Town, but they're serving a different role. They're just knocking little metal guys into us instead of cooking up stew. Oh, there's a hidden whirlwind back here. Let's see where that goes, huh? Hey, up to the top of this thing. I love it when, and we get many opportunities like this in Spyro games. When we get to the top and we kind of look out over it, we make these big, huge glides out into this wide expanse. See, I can glide back down here too. Now, I'm not sure if I can make a glide all the way over to where that Sulama is. Let's go see if we can. But that's part of why I think, you know, it kind of goes with the platformer design mythos. That you know, a lot of these games, since a lot of it's about jumping and you know, environment traversal is the main appeal. There's plenty of opportunity to navigate the level on you know, on a Z-axis in addition to just X and Y, or actually. Technically speaking, it would be like on a Y instead of just X and Z. You know, the fact that we're going up and down in levels instead of just across is, I think, really interesting. Okay, so here we get our first look at Dr. Shemp. It's pretty much a bigger version of those little minions that have been sent against us. We facing off against him in this big tar pit area. That'll be very interesting. So let's go get a look at him, shall we? So yeah, we still have a lot of these up and down traversal elements instead of just moving across them. And I think that makes the game a lot more fun. And we see elements like that replicated in things like Assassin's Creed.
This guy thinks he's so cool. You don't know what it's been like listening to him over and over. But I'll tell you one thing. He should watch his back.
Ah, there's our boss hint. Okay. So as you can see, he's a big guy. We cannot charge him. He's got metal. How are we gonna do it? Huh? Oh, he's just gonna whack us in the flat. Okay, that works. But I got him. All right. And in keeping with the standard video game rule of threes, it's gonna take 3 hits to defeat him. It takes 4 hits to defeat me, so I'm pretty much a god among insects. But I'm going to try to defeat him the way you're supposed to without actually getting him. love that we see these worlds that, like, you know, maybe it's just that everything's taking place at night. You got me. Try again. Aha! It could be that, you know, things are taking place at night, or it could be that just, like, the skies of these worlds are legitimately red and purple at times, you know? It really feels like we're kind of exploring, almost like an alien world, you know? But still got familiar elements, like street limits. Alright. That's it for you, ship. Alright, so we got a chest over there that we'll see in a second here. Get a nice look at this environment. I'll tell you, it's great again, due to the fact that we're navigating up and down these levels, we're navigating through them. We also get these great vistas, you know, where you really look over and admire the level designer's work. Hey, purple gems, my favorite. Are they purple or pink? It's open to debate. I'd say they're closer to pink, I guess. Head up these bridges. I think another thing that really helps the level design here is that we see elements. Not every part of the level is related to the design. You know, it's not. We don't traverse through everything. What I'm saying specifically here is, you see that tower there in the middle of the swamp? It's literally just there for decoration. It's just there to add detail to the world. It's not a tower that we have to reach or glide to, but it's one that that makes the world feel more real. You know. 3,000 treasure. Okay, I think that's it for the Peacekeepers world. I think we are ready to move on to the Magic Crafters. Moving right along. You know, if you know where everything is in this game, you can beat it, and you can 100% it fairly quickly. But I don't think that's a statement against the game.
I can't believe how fast you found so much stolen treasure. Hop aboard for the Magic Crafters world if you are ready.
Yes, I am ready. Yeah, I don't think it's a statement against the game that you can defeat it very fast if you know everything you do. There's been a lot of debate about that recently with regards to Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, the budget-based prequel to Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain.